And Donald Trump, Snook. I'm Sammy, yeah. Are you? All day 02. I'm Sammy. Son just became a team member. Nice one, lad. All day. Miss Shelby. Miss Shelley, sorry. Happy birthday, Anne. Rachel. Dun 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 dun. How are you, Gemma? Shell, Darren, you okay? Sure, I'm mate. You bit tired, like. Rachel, it's expected though, innit? It's the usual hour. It's been a busy day in the office. What can you do? You know, you can scream and shout your little heads off and go, like I normally do, but I know the battle here. The battle has been won. Yes, MJ, Jude Wellings. Still decorating? Sure am, mate. You know, I've got other things to be thinking about, haven't I? Yeah, I've got me court cases, but they're off crime families from Liverpool. But other than that, I'm trying to establish myself with my kids and the kids' mother. We're established already, but we're not. Anyway, me and my little situation with my lovely little family is absolutely going. Not the way I'd love it to. Why? Because I guess situations like this, what you find me in right now, consistent, same allegations, just reimbursed, bit more fucking, but it's, there's nothing brand new. Well, she come out with a load of shit here. But him, you know, you got to understand where the intentions come from. She's grasped at the opportunity, fresh in recovery, all emotional, load of shit coming out of her gob as usual. And he's like, you can see it. It's just like, but I'm handling it. That's the point here. You know, normally I go to fuck. Why? Because of the allegations. But use people, you're being on it, you know, I'm not really recognising it at the moment because I'm talking. But I've been telling you, haven't I? I've been saying, this is what's happening next, watch this. I forewarned you that some big shit allegations coming round the corner. And it came. And now it's come. I can relax. Why? Because the enemy exposed himself. Eventually. And this what happens, you know, when you go on a journey of like fakeness and you build yourself on back of people and ruin them and eventually when stuff starts coming out from the closet, it's very hard to get away from. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're treating a woman with such ferociousness, physical, psychological, who the fuck are you to say anything, mate? Valid points, any people. And again, look, I'm not hating. Been expecting it, lah. Told you it comes in waves. Thank God it's this. Obviously, you're going to get the ripple. Someone else associated to fucking that trying to back their lies up. But there's going to be plenty of people out there talking amongst themselves, even if they hate me, saying, wow, that was a fucking rat move, that, mate, because they'll know the truth. people in the people who should know, people who do know, like who's been close to the family for years, know everything about that situation. Why? Because it was openly discussed. I got out into it. You know, there was a load of madness that went on with her, him, mum, brothers, loads, and I'm in jail, don't know nothing about it. The only thing she did say, right, so if you think about it, everything she said, that woman, was from no one's mouth but mine. If you listen to what she's saying, she's talking about the words coming out of my mouth in past content. When she's getting dried up, she's trying to relate to recent content, but she is old. So far out, unless that content's old. And he sat on that for a while, like pre-planned. Use that watch me, you will have known the association when the stalker's screaming at me. And you're aware that he's popping into Scotland. And then you're aware that all of a sudden he's in Spain showing the masters of the content that he's used again. You know, with them girls on TikTok. Imagine what he's done to them fucking... imagine what he's doing to them. This is what I'm saying. You know, when he's on that... He considers no females at all. You don't do that to them too. Yeah, it was years ago, fresh on TikTok. They're not the age he's saying. They're fucking... Back then, they were 16, 18 or something like that. And it was a night of bombardment off all these little weird creatures. And you have seen me rip them. I ripped some of yous, not as harsh. But that's just the way I am with everyone. I don't know who the fuck they are. I'm just on them. Shut up. So they've held on to that for years, as if it's a big offence. My language has always been fucking raw. Always. If you're talking to me in a level of language, you're getting that language right back. So I knew what was coming, lad. I'm glad it's here. It's touchdown for me, that. I don't need to address it. He's addressed himself. Honest. And I don't care what... Obviously, it's an horrendous allegations, what he's saying. Why? Because he's affecting me in the legitimate world. Fuck the criminal world. He snitched on Willie Moore. The real gangsters, they're not even the gangsters, the people I'm talking about. The real businessmen from crime who were fucked up in prison back in the day, who were aware of the dynamics going on there. They all know. They all know Willie Moore. They all know the families, gang of smackheads. But it's not about them. You know, they're old wounds that they licked and I've mended. They're still stuck there. They're in the past. You can see I've moved on. English attacked everything he could about me there. I mean, everything. Everything. He painted the picture and let her do it. That I'm this big risk to women and I've done this mad stuff to women. I'd be in jail. He's going on about I'm not allowed to see Quintus. Social workers are involved. Why? Quintus's mother is mates with the Sweeneys. Who's the Sweeneys? Cashman's girlfriend. Who's Cashman? Exactly. I don't need to go no further. Again, it's not about me. Oh, all his family fucked him off. No, I fucked them off. It is what it is. Do I regret it? No. What was the initial reason? Deep down? Safety. I could have remained in contact with loads of them. Some of my nephews will remember me speaking to them about 9 years ago, telling them 10 years. Do you understand? Shit's getting heavy. I can't be round yous. That was the shout. I ignored all the bullshit. I knew what I'd entered here. And I knew if I'm still going there and these... Listen, I've got my young nephew coming to me, Billy's eldest son. I'm trying to fit that gap. I've got his other eldest from here. Soon as she got the chance to come and sit, when the ma bailed with a new boyfriend, that was the first chance she had to come and see me, that young girl. And that's what she done. And the thing out of her mouth was this about these horrendous shit. Billy's kids come around me. He's told me he's in this mad situation with this lamb. Okay, what's the situation? 5 grand debt or something. I'm going, what? He's 13. His dad, 18 months before. Think about it. I'm not having that. Fuck what that uncle's doing, and that uncle and that fucking uncle. They've all sold souls to the trade, and they're all shithouses. I'm not having my fucking nephew getting picked on like this. So she's running them out off like I'm some fucking... I'm the only one offending it, me. I'm fronting this while I'm on licence. They're all coming at me while I'm on licence. I'm being allowed to go to my Mars for 2 days, and it's like I can go there in the morning, get off, go back the next day, get off. It's like it's fucking chase mode every time I'm going in there. Not by one, not by two. Cars. This is even before I'm off licence. I haven't even done fuck all. What can I do? But take it on the chin, Daz. This is what the process about. You're always early. The only enemies you've got are the ones that have been in your fucking life. Man, trust me that. She's talking about a girl called Suzanne. She mentions this girl called Suzanne. Boss bird. Lived in a Ormskirk or something. I was engaged to her. And then I got nicked. When I got nicked, she's got this house facing me Mars, which was mine, living there. Whilst I'm on remand, I'm still with this Suzanne. She's legitimate, she's faithful, she's loyal. Everything a man could want. This is what I'm with this Suzanne. She's going on like it was a mad situation. She didn't even know the fucking girl properly. The only way she knew her, because now I'm in remand, she's moved up into this house that was mine. Fucking, now she's meeting her while she's in this house, me bird, who's visiting me in prison and engaged to me before I went to prison. The same house that me bird lived in. So what was happening, when I've got me jail, within 6 months of Suzanne being around this bird, she's just going all scatty, out on the coat, not being her usual self, not answering the phone or tell bells. All of a sudden she's doing 3-day benders with this fucking sniffer. But I'm still on board with her because I'm in that mad situation. She's me visits, she's me clothing parcels, me paying for the lot, like, do you understand what I'm saying? And it just got to the crunch where, bang, I've been found guilty. She's not young, she's old enough. I'm like, what? I think she's like 20, 21, and I'm 24. But that's what it was when I went to prison, I think. I can't remember the age anyway, it's a bit scatty, all that age shit. But it's legitimate. So I'm going through the prison, I get jailed. The first thing on my mind is, she's too young. I'm doing a stretch, I can do without the fuck, because whilst I'm on remand with it, it's a mess. You know, last 6 months where she's with her, me fucking head's getting battered off, and I was thinking to myself, I'm not doing a fucking 18 with this bird. Although she's great, she's gone off track. But I tried. Went past it, we had a visit, it was just, okay, we'll carry it on our way, and it's but it was one of them. I'm ready to do me jail, mate, buzzing with me no life sentence, all legitimate. There's a reason why I got a no life sentence. It's not on what they've said. It's all out there. You ask the real criminals, he's portraying himself to be some fucking bear. He'd squeal like a fucking chameleon, lad. You ask anyone, serious. But it's not about that. The point I'm making is, I'm just like saying, she just went on and attacked all things that she knows nothing about. And most of the things she's speaking about, she destroyed. So when she goes on about, oh, Katie was Suzanne's mate, it was fucking first I've heard. Suzanne was fucking 6 years before. Suzanne's before I started my jail sentence. That thing's 213. The Suzanne she's mentioned, where apparently my wife introduced it, I've only just clicked that. But it is what it is, I'm not really asked. It's just these things that's like, what the fuck? How she come up? Where it's obvious she's not in the know. She's outside like all the rest, just picking off what I've said. So in 2001, 2002, I'm with Suzanne. Shit hits the fan. No, let's say 2-2 the end of it, 2-3, 2-4, shit hits the fan. I'm in jail. 2-7, me and Suzanne end it. I'm going. 6 years later, this Katie comes in my life. She's saying Suzanne introduced Katie to her. It's a bullshit. Just a major weird thing. It's weird. So that was that, mate. It was fucking daft marrying that Katie as well. She was like, I can go in on these other birds, but these other birds aren't like them. Let me say that again. You see Suzanne, if I wouldn't have went to jail, would have had a family, would have married, fucked off somewhere. Whatever's gone on with her since, with whoever, whatever, she went through an horrendous patch. Not because of me. I'd say it was because of fucking her, to be honest with you. She led her down a party, coke sniffing fucking horrendous way. Not lying, lad. But no one knows this. Why? Because they're not mentioning it, and I've never mentioned it. You know, I've not mentioned loads of my story. Might have touched on it a little bit, but I've never give it a full. So, you know, although you might have heard me speaking about a woman I was married to, and I didn't know what she was. I thought she was this, that and the other. I've got out the other side, and it turned out to be, who told me? Well, she never told me. Someone else told me, but she's working for this fake tank company that's controlled by a woman from Scotland who's married to someone from Liverpool who's associated with Daniel Kinahan, and she's been going abroad for whenever, much time, going to these parties, making a couple of grand, coming back home. Alright, so you know what she is, don't need to explain any further, do I? That was a young life. She was 23. I don't know how old I am, but you know, it is what it is. Got married to her. She asked me, she's thrown on my toes. I agreed to. We got married in prison. I'm getting out expecting this big lovely life. Fucking hell, she's a wrong one. She's banging these people that are trying to fucking get at me, like these ungies and people like this. She's sleeping with them. Won't divorce me. You heard her saying he won't divorce her. We're divorced. As far as I know, she wouldn't sign a prenup for me. I've spoke about this and I don't really want to start dragging it, because although she done crazy shit to me, I can fully understand the dynamics of it. So I don't want to give a shit. And even if she did want to come out and try and do whatever, at the end of the day, when she's sitting back wherever she is, she knows. She fucking knows. I don't need... You see what's happening with, like, her? She tells you what she is. Yeah, I've had DMT, I've had mushrooms, I was going to have ayahuasca,
I went in this dark place 4 times. I finally went into this place for 8 minutes and Billy was whistling me. The balloons popped over there, people. Come on. It's the same with him. He's one of them DMT heads. What am I meant to do here? Speak truth. That's all I can do. You see me starting to speak truth on my big platform. Choose a life, not a knife. Been establishing that for like 12 months. That's choose a life, not a knife. Why? Speaking the truth on this. So I don't need to be honest. If you can watch that video and think, he hasn't got a mad agenda, and that's just one messed up, hateful woman. I don't know why you watch such interviews if you can't assess simple things in body language and communications and... Yes, Tom. So again, you'll hear people now screaming, oh, YouTube wars is back. Because all this was then. They haven't... The thing that they thought was fresh is bullshit. And there's rings of truth. Why would you hate your ma? My ma told me we had this man in our life called Uncle Danny. All our life. When I've got out of prison, went back to my ma's, got up when I was allowed to, got out of prison, done my licence. As soon as my licence up, went back to ma's. Within the next day, I'm in the loft, getting all the boxes I'd sent home from prison, depositions, this, that and the other. When I'm getting this out, I come across a small trainee box from years ago. In that, there's documentation of me. And in that documentation of me, there's 2 photographs. You've seen it, my people. Don't need to keep on going. You know what it does, but it's not. They know what that shit does, but I'm not allowing it. The photo of me opened a can of worms. I remembered a lot of stuff. Turning on my mother's toes. What? Lies. It's gone off a little bit in the house. Never hit me fucking man, no matter fucking what. Do you understand? Busies are turned up, and I chose to leave. I got off. Police took everything from the loft with them in evidence bags. And then a criminal process unfolded. I didn't want my mum prosecuted. The police told me everyone else I've mentioned in the case is already dead, so they can't take it further. That's it. That's what happened there. Straight off. Spoke about it before. She's mentioning voice notes to Billy. There was a lot of things said between me and Billy, but I can't remember saying that shit to him, to be honest with you. But if it did, it weren't 3 weeks before, because he hadn't spoke to Billy for a good... And you know why I fumed on him? Because they'd brought this girl into my life, that wife, that Katie. Katie was a babysitter for him, and for Billy and her. So when she's talking about my wife that I was married to in jail, the reason she got into me when I was in jail is because I'd ring Billy and he'd go, hey, my bird's mate's here, the babysitter. She can't stop talking about it. I go, who is she? How old is she? She's 24, lad. Go, no. This is being honest, no need to lie at all. I'd say no. Too young, lad. She sounds, lad. Nah, too young. But every time I got on the phone to them, then she'd be there, because these are party animals. She's like a living fucking babysitter. This Katie was, she was like a living, I'm not lying, look, let me just get this there now. There's a load of bullshit that them two have pushed, like criminal-minded people, that I'm this fraudulent liar, and I spin a load of bullshit about people they engage with. All criminals. So they've spun the narrative like I can't be believed. But I'm telling you my life story. And this is how it is. So fucking...
I've lost my chain of thought because it's all coming at me dead fast. But I need to slow it down and give it to you like properly. So she was like a living fucking babysitter. So every time I'm ringing Billy now from prison, on the prison phone, I'm doing my jail correct. I could have had all these phones. I didn't want to get nicked with a phone and jeopardise my freedom. I've got a release date. I won't fuck out that gaff. So that's why I weren't on phones to all sorts of a night with me jail battered. I was in my cell, sleep 10:30, 11 o'clock, bang, whoop, fresh circuit. All them people, they're fucked. I done my jail properly, so I never had no mobile phones. So every time I was ringing Billy, it was on association before they're going out. And she'd be there with the kids in the background. I don't know why she's saying 3 kids. She keeps on saying that and Billy's got 3 kids, but I can't remember one. I don't know why. I've always thought it was just Molly and Billy. I mean, Molly and Bobby, sorry. Billy's his mum. So, every time I'm on the phone, she's bam, bam, bam. Now I'm ringing Billy's house, speaking to her while she's babysitting. And, let me come up, come on. Go on, then. She came up. What was this little thick blonde thing there? Her and him, Billy and her, have been telling me, she's got a job, lad, she's a decent woman, doesn't do this, doesn't do that, she's boss, she's got a life. I'm thinking, okay, wife material. Sounds mad, doesn't it? But this is the journey I'm on. But I'm not stupid. But eventually, she's on the visits going, marry me, because one of these things came up where like a woman can propose to the man. Excuse me. I think it comes up every fucking 10 years or something. Is that what it's called? Leap year or something like that. So I'm fucking I don't really want to marry her. Why? Because I'm in jail. It's being one of them. There's just like madness, and I'm thinking to myself, I can't marry her. Although I'd love to. But I'd want to say, yo, I'm ready to marry you. It's not like you just force, but it's like, I don't like to say it, but it's like the intentions was, Billy's Bear thought I've got fucking wedge, which I did. I had wedge outside with my younger brother. And when I got out, I was meant to land into this big pile of dough and fucking fly, right? It all went wrong for whatever they wanted to fucking... It's a different story, all that. That's why I don't speak to my younger brothers. Well, my younger brother. So fucking... see, I can't help it now. I'm just floating off into all fucking events, and this is what's been going on with me lately. Carry on, please. I will. So she's turning on my toes on visits multiple times, and she's not shutting up, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way security are going to allow me to be married in this fucking gaff. And this is honest, this. You know, this is straight up honesty, this. Because I'm high risk. I'm on closed visits and everything for fucking nothing. I've got all kids banned on my fucking visits list and all this shit. And some of them kids are getting put on the visits list, on the wedding list. Who said? She's wrote in to the priest. I've just went, yeah, call the bluff, thinking she'll just leave it. She's fucking wrote in, without me knowing, to the priest in the church. Asking, is it okay, would you grant us the permission to be married in your... Priests come to me out of the blue and went, hello Darren, we're happy to inform you. We've passed security for your wedding. I've just went, what? When? We don't know, we're going to be discussing to your fiancé. I'm just like, this shit. I'm in a mess, mate. I've got like...
I've got my last parole date coming up, and I'm just thinking, I've got my first parole date coming up, and this is all I fucking need, mate. This is my first parole date. 2013. 13. So it's on. The wedding's on. I'm shitting myself. Lost about 2 stones. Like I was getting sentenced for life, but never. Well, it fucking felt that way, mate. Proper derailed me, you know. But he handled it in the end. You know what I'm saying? The piece got there in the end. So anyway, I'm fucking married now. All of a sudden going to the chapel. And I've got fucking me ma, me brother, mates, this brother, niece, nephew. I'm just like looking rough as fuck. In some shit suit. She's come in thinking she's on a wedding cake. All glittering. Fucking... It's just a shit setup. Didn't feel like a wedding. There was no shebang at the end of it. But the chemistry was there. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't care for it, because I didn't. I fucking didn't. It broke me heart when I found out what she was. Fucking ruined me in prison. I married her, and by 2:14, I'm trying to get divorced. She's fucked off, blanked me. Won't answer me calls, won't do this, just bailed. I never seen her again. Till 7 months I've been out of prison, she popped up. I need to come and see you. Come on then. You're still fucking married, I want a divorce. She's refusing to divorce me. I'm not hating on it. This is just a mad experience. I'm in fresh out of jail. It's crazy. But he handled it. Anyone else would be on an M charge. And I'm not bullshitting you. Honest to God. It was horrendous, mate. But it was a good experience. It was exciting. Don't forget, I'm on licence. I'm in a hostel when this shit's kicked in. I'm locked off. 9 o'clock curfews in a hostel. Working all day in Bradford, coming back, getting locked in hostels. She's popped up in my messages. I need to see you. I said, what? Can I come and speak to you? What for? Oh, come on, Darren, we need to speak about things. What do we need to speak about? Honest, that's the way it was going, back and forth. Ding, 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 ding. Like a little pizza shop running out of dough. Trust me, lad, going off in there. So I go, yeah, come up on Saturday. She floats up in this little shit bang. But she's rough as fuck, but looks worth a fucking, you know. When you get them rough ass little fit things and you just think, I'd fucking... I'm fresh out of the pen, haven't been there nothing, don't need nothing at this moment in time. But this little fucking, this thing's appeared. She just appeared from nowhere. Took her for a scrum to the Wetherspoons in Blackburn Town Centre. Like that, whoa, I'm gonna fucking get to you. I'm only messing. But anyway, we just woofed the scrum. Had a few drinks along the way, had a little giggle. We never did good times, are we going to have a divorce? Oh no. What do you mean, no? We're not having a divorce. Just come in here and kiss me, what? Don't get it twisted, I didn't really know she like... being on it like a 125 moped that you couldn't get going because the spark plug was fucked. A throttle muncher she was. I didn't know that shit. I'm power necking her in her entry at the side of Wetherspoons in Blackburn Town Centre. She drags me down the entry like it's romantic, and it's just fucking not. But I'm in a hostel, fresh off at 18, not had me nuts. Shit's going mad. Getting dragged down this entry. She must have clocked the bins from the top. There's a little stack of 3 bins there, green ones, massive ones, not your usual ones. Bottle ones, big hard cunts. Drags me behind and just fucking goes, give it to me. Oh, bow, bow, bow. Do, 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 do. Hank-a-dang-down. Hey. Went in like I don't really want to lose my account, know what I'm saying to peeps. And I don't really want to offend her. I just say, it's old news. I've got over them. They've probably not got over me. Why? Because I weren't at fault. Doesn't matter what they say about Dazza. Dazza was doing them fucking good. Doesn't matter what everyone else was saying. I was doing them good. All of them. Might have ended bad. Might have ended fucking scatty. But I didn't lay my hands on yous. I fucking got off. Regardless of what that little fat fuck Pete Burns lookalikes fucking saying. Psycho she's. Can't you tell? I'm a monster, but he's the next Jeffrey Dahmer. Wow. What the hell? What the fuck was it? Sounded like Zola. I'm a monster, but he's well the next Jeffrey Dahmer. Then wow, who the fuck's Jeffrey Dahmer? I'm sure I've called my bird from years ago Jeffrey Dahmer. Why? Because she had these glasses on. She went bang. I thought, yo, that fucking fella off that telly. Is it him? Kid with the comb over, thinking he's sick. And she's sitting there going, yeah, I'm a monster, but she's buzzing. What did she do to get kicked out of school? She killed a fish. That's early days. They're telltale signs. She's there buzzing, boasting. He locked me in a room. Why? Because I killed his fish. Still not enough to lock me in a room, though, is it? Fucking right it is. If you're shooting around the fucking lobby in the school, choking fish, you're gonna lock you off. You're like a serial killer for fish. Your fucking head's gone at 12, mate. It's horrendous up there, people. Horrendous. But what am I meant to do? How am I meant to... This is how I'm meant to deal with this. So, you know, she goes on about Gemma. Where did Gemma come from? I'm not going to lie, mate. Gemma was an angel to begin with. And I think just a group, a circle of people, the people I was offending, like her, Gemma's existing children before Quintus had a father who was born and bred in Anfield around all these horrible little people that switched on me and all this man. So the dynamics was just fucking crazy for me. But how she come across Gemma is, you've heard this before. You know when I was speaking, I've come out, got upstairs, got boxes, this photo's there, it's gone off in the house. Well, for them few weeks, or like a month or two, I'd say 6, I don't know, I reckon it went that fast everyone. It was like a bit thrown out, like 6 months. Messaging this bird from West Derby. Didn't have a clue about her, just knew her name was Gemma. She looked sweet, her attitude was sweet, her personality. Everything was sweet about her. It was fucking great. I never fucked it up. The ending was messy. Why? Because I was just like, I'm not going to... Anyway. Again, I don't want to try and... I've said loads of mad shit about the both of these years ago. I'm not saying it again. And it's not me being... It's just me growing up, maturing, coming out of a long, square fucking sentence, landing on here and just going, what? Fuck the criminals. But anyone that sort of
left me to rot in this mad place that had been round me, sort of got what deserved in my mind. So anyway, the shit's gone off in my ma's house, but in the morning I'd been speaking to, messaging Gemma saying, yeah, meet me at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, come to my ma's if you want. Because that's what it was like, come to my ma's, sit in my ma's, want to have a scran and that. My ma'd be there. But that's just the way I was when I first got out. What? Oh yeah, come to my ma's. So my ma'd go, who's that one? Who's this one? I don't fucking know. But some were just mates. Sounds hard, that, doesn't it? I had girls coming to my ma's who were mates from years ago. Not on like a little fucking Corey type thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying like a fucking... I don't know what it was, to be honest. That's all my people come to my ma's. I'm sitting in the kitchen. So on this day where all the feds have turned up and I'm now homeless. I've been on licence for a few months. So now I'm homeless. People had already tried to blast me at this point. You know, a few months before, people tried to do me dead on me master. But again, that's a different story. You get what I'm saying? So, as all this is happening, the angels popped up who are called Gemma, even regardless of what's gone on, and Quintus, I'll get to it. But she's popped up and recognised what's going on, bailed and rang a nan. She was living with her nan because of whatever, with her mum from whatever. So she's been living with her nan most of her life. Do you get what I'm saying? So she's rang her nan, who was aware of me, because loads of nans were watching me back in the day, where all over the city, they were all locking in, watching, no, because how I am. So fucking, she's put it on her nan's toes. Can Darren come to yours? And she went, yeah. But he's going to have to call himself John. I'm thinking, why have I got to call myself John? I don't know, like this family are born and bred Scotty Road, West Derby, bang, there all their lives. The family network's massive in that area. Do you understand what I'm saying? Connected to all mad people for all mad reasons. And I've just landed right in the middle of this place. But at the same time as all this, I'm starting to scream about the lamb. This kid called Shorty, who the Cashman was the gunman for Shorty. So I'm screaming about these kids. I said earlier on why I started screaming about the lamb, didn't I? Well, when I've got out, my nephew's had a bill off the lamb for £5. I've started fuming. Started trying to address the situation. Go to Lee Carroll, go to Ryan Rowe, because if they try and solve it that way, they're not having it. Next minute, these brothers called the Eve brothers and Liam Cornett have coughed for Billy, the 14-year-old kid, held him down, put a blade here and cut him, and told him to give me a message. So then people there, I'm giving all these mad people, and they've all got deep links where Gemma lives. I'm speaking about Cashman, and Cashman's Bird's family lives like on Mabs Lane. I'm living in a house on Mabs Lane, and all these people I'm screaming about live all over the place around me, and I didn't realise it. I'm coming out of Gemma's nana's, going to the gym in town, biking it from West Derby into town on a pedal bike. And I'd cut through Crocky Park and see all these fucking enemies like Lee Carroll. I didn't even have to sit him off, I just turned up one day. But his bird was with him. Okay. Anyway, that's a different story. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So now I'm in this house with this bird and shit's getting heavy in there. And along comes Quintus. Quintus comes along when I've left the relationship with his mum, but now she's in contact with me saying, I'm having a baby. So we're back on, sort of, but it just weren't sustainable. You know, due to the connections and just weren't sustainable, mate. So we ended up homeless. So we moved out of the Nana's, moved in round to a house round the corner. Was in there for a few nights, the door went in. So I'm like, shh, but I'm still living there. And then eventually thought, fuck this, I can't be staying here. Bang. She told me the social services had told, this is how it happened. She told me the social services had been round and said the kids might get took into care. They hadn't. They hadn't. I think I might have been acting scatty and shit as well. Just because of what I was seeing in this house, but I won't, anyway. It is what it is. So now I'm homeless. So now Gemma and her sister Joanne have took me and what bags I've got and dropped me off at Lime Street train station. I've come to Birmingham because I found an ad on Facebook, homeless supported housing. So went there, supplied me proof of benefits, and then I'm housed. And that's how I'm in Birmingham 3.5 years ago. My gaff had already been burned, now I'm back at my Mars. Shit's gone off its pot there, now I'm in Gemma's, now I'm homeless, now I'm in Birmingham. It's mad. Crazy little journey. But now, because of what I've been screaming about when it came down to like the Olivia Corbell murder, the shout about Cashman was a lot more intense. So now I'm screaming about the community Quintus is getting raised in. And that family, you know, they are there. It's them, that's them. West Derby's that family. Where Quintus is getting raised now, his family are like the roots, you know, Nanny Ann and all these people, they're like the roots of West Derby. I've been for before everyone, if you get what I'm saying. So now I don't get to see my son. There's a few other little dynamics there, you know, the mum was like not happy. I had to snap out of it, I couldn't be in such things. She'd been through an horrendous situation with the previous fucking cunts. I'm just there like fucking thinking, you just wouldn't understand, honest to God. You wouldn't fucking understand that. But it is what it is. Still got a beautiful son out of it, don't get to see him. But it's not on me why I don't get to see him. I was seeing him, me and her split up, I'm seeing him, bam, she's bringing him up every week. I'm there when he's born, I'm there when he's 1. Every month, every week's coming up and spending all my money to get him up. Get his first birthday with me, got all the photos, buzzing with him. And then I meet the woman in my life now. And I'm not with her. And I'm not trying to indicate we are together. But it's like, I don't know, I'm not just saying this, but it's like they can't. It's like they don't want me at the beginning when I want them. When I want them intensely, it's like they just don't fucking want me. And when I'm starting to think, hang on, I'm getting fucking hurt here, I want to get off. It's like then they want me. And now I'm trying to fucking get away. And now I'm this big poisonous cunt and this fucking I'm just like this, whoa. Where the fuck's this coming from? I never got out of jail to sit in this shit. Know what I mean? I'm fresh out of jail, wanting a fucking bird, kids and a nice fucking fambo over there. And I'm away with that fucking psychotic cunt who that fucking weirdo's had on. This is me as always, lads, telling you how the fuck it is. So now, I'm messaging fucking Alora's mum for, again, I don't slip into no one's DMs. And I'm not belittling anyone that does. You know, I've had 2 kids because women have slipped into my DMs. And that's not a indication of encouragement, ladies, okay? I've had a fucking enough women in my life and I've still got the cunts. Well,
don't mean that in that way. I just know I'm fucked for the rest of my life with the best thing in my life. It's mad. So anyway, I'm just hoping Quintus comes back when he's 16 and goes, you're a cunt, what the fuck are you doing? I go, lad, look, there you are when you were 1. Look at the cake about, yeah, look, there's fucking this house. Chill, kid, you got a bed? You're not fucked off drugs, are you? Come here. I went through all that fight. I want to see me kids. Okay then, I'll give you a chance. Chance of fucking what? Come and pick him up at 9 o'clock. I'll be on the train. 9 o'clock, fucking 7 o'clock in the morning to get to Liverpool. You're not seeing him. That's it. And it was all this fucking thing going, you know what? I'm going through madness. Last thing I need is a woman using my little boy as a fucking weapon. Do more damage. And swear it then. So you're with this woman. So what? You can't go near your kid if you're still with that woman. Oh, so you're trying to make me fuck this up? Or I can't see me kid. Sounds like that. Shut off. But I was still sending me universal credit for a good year and a half. Just standard, yeah. Bam, 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 bam. But then, along comes me Fambo. Just blank mode over there. Nothing I can do. Whatever she's doing over there, it is what it is. She had an experience with me. I had one with her. What did we achieve? A beautiful boy called Quintus. Well, I hope. Again. You know, when women do that, you question everything in that situation. I'm screaming his mind, why? Because I believe he looks like me daughter. He's got the looks of my daughter, so... You know, my features, they're similar to what's in Laura, to what's in Quintus. I think. I fucking hope. Well, I hope so. It's what it is. But when she started to prove that the child's mine, she sent me the screenshot of this pregnancy test that was blurry and all. I went, what the fuck's that? Let me see the real one. And she produced this fucking like wet paper as if, oh, it's got wet. So, there's just something not there. I'm not denying the kid. I've been refused the opportunity. It's different. I had him as mine. It's just the way she's behaved is making me question a lot. I think that happens with loads of men. So anyway, time goes on. 5 years later, I've been with this other woman. Not with her now. Loads of reasons. I think the biggest reason of it is the safety aspect for them. Because I can see when shit's getting heavy again. And I can see when the risks... The distance, the social services impact them, the new threat to life warnings off shitheads like the stalker and all this, bringing all this new attention to minding the babies and the mass situation in the sense of, am I having my kids in Liverpool? What if the gunmen come for me in Liverpool and you're with your child? And I can understand the system's angle there. Why? Because there's been a few people stood next to me and put in comas or shot dead. And I mean, sat here. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's legitimate concerns. And when you think about the rats who have committed multiple murders in the city and got away with it, and I'm trying to raise new awareness on them unsolved murders in the city. Them same murderers lead organised crime groups that are fucking rich. So you can understand the traction that's coming back at me. When you heard that weird kid who had that weird woman on his little platform today, he sounds like someone that's been in the criminal world for fucking 20 years, 25 years. He doesn't, in that there, he doesn't sound like a legitimate fucking he's going on like he's this big fucking organised criminal, isn't he? Do you understand what I'm saying? Just dead weird. You can see what's round the corner, and I'm just like watching it unfold. I can go in on him, write him off, start a new platform up all over the gaff. I've always done it. But I'll just leave it be. My story is my story. What made him my story? He tells you that. But again, they just style round it. They give me the benefit of a little bit of truth. But when it comes to the real criminal potent shit, what I'm talking facts about, it's all lies. The rumours is spread about this, the rumours, blah, 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 blah. It's all they can do. But look who they're getting to confirm I'm a liar. Look who they're getting to confirm I'm this big crazy liar. Can you believe that woman that was on his interview today? Just think about it. And this is what he's gone to try and confirm and clarify that I'm a liar about what shit I've said. I might have spoke mad shit on people about past crimes and shit like this on YouTube. But every one of them people came at me. And there's not loads. It's just a couple of families, but there's loads in them families. Anyway, I'm not going down that angle for that. Bottom line is, you've got a poisonous, very deceitful individual who in 2018 asked me to go on his podcast. I went on his podcast. He went from a little 140,000, 50,000 to 500,000 in 6 months on the back of me. I was playing ball with him. I was going along the scenes with him. Then I smelled something fishy. Something's not fucking right here. What was it? Marvin Herbie. Okay. He's tried to address that in that recent thing. Skimmed past it. Wait. He's been in total denial for 7 years about it. Now he's addressed it a little bit. Oh yeah. I put the phone in a little. And he tried to proclaim how he was telling the truth by showing a clip where I'm talking about Herbie. But I didn't know Herbie like that at this point. I'm not even going to go over it. It's old news. You know, I've got my own little thing going on, which was very positive. He's not been to jail. He should have been. He should have been thrown in jail for double figures for what he done to his cousin. What was his name? Billy? You know, he led someone to his fucking atrocious fucking... This is years ago again. I've done an hour content on what... Anyway. I'm getting dragged off there. It's the trigger. It's the trauma. It's fucking bam, 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 bam. Everything I've discussed when I'm going through trauma from... You know, when I'm going on these podcasts and I'm telling you, I'm being triggered on them, but I only not understand it now. But on there, I'm being triggered. So, when I'm triggered in trauma, anything that's happening to me that's wrong and unjust, it's adding to my trauma. So here I am 8 years later, and now I'm speaking about this shit. Me brother, this, that. I'm triggered. So now I'm bouncing from all the little fucking things that's trauma me in the last 6 or 7 years. And all of it, who am I speaking about? Him and them fucking weird people. But there's loads of stories. I could sit here and tell you them all fucking night. But I'm building a big platform going forward. And this is what these have always been in threat of, to be honest. These all call me a fantasist. No. They know. Yous know. I'm not sitting here with stories of someone else out of someone else's mouth. That's not the individual. He is. And he has done multiple times about me. He's had multiple people on his platform since me telling all yous who I am. Mad, isn't it? You've got a woman tonight on his platform that admits she doesn't know me, but she knows everything what I've done, apparently. If you listen to her, she fucking tells you straight. Do you speak to any of the family today? No, none of them. Do your kids? Yeah, they love me kids, they support me kids. There you go.
Why don't they love you and support you? What have you done so fucking wrong to them? And that's a personal thing. I've got my personal thing. Ian's got his. Stephen's got his. Danny's got his. And Mother's got his. When something like that happens to a family, don't forget, she's not a part of the family. Never has been. She's been allowed to cross the front door of my ma's house once in her life, and I was there, and she got told to fuck off. That was it. Honest to God. So we've gone through our own processes with the loss of our brother, and we'll all establish our own reasons for why and what and if and this. But when I got out, she's mentioning this phone. She's mentioning this mobile phone, which apparently had all these voicemails on. As soon as I heard about that phone, because I knew Billy would have left the truth on this shit. And he might have said some mad stuff about me, but I know the bulk would have been about this. Alright? So I want to find this phone. Billy's son has said to me, my dad's phone got took and I don't know where it is. I'm going, what? Yes, someone's took it. I think Ian took it. And I haven't seen it since. So I'm going, what kind of phone's it? And he's going, a Samsung. And I'm going, you fucking what? So I've got Ian. Where's Billy's phone? Where's Billy's dad's phone? Where is it? Nah, I don't want it. Where is it? Go and get the fucking phone, I want it. He's brought it back, it's completely wiped. But I didn't know there was anything on it anyway. I don't know whether Billy did, but I didn't know. I'm just thinking, you cheeky bastards, not giving the dad's phone to Billy. Been asking for it, you're not giving him it. So I've said, hang on, give us that fucking phone. Yeah, Billy, bang. So Billy ended up with the phone. Ian had the phone for however long, I don't know how long. I was in prison when all this shit happened. So when Billy's unlived himself, I'm in prison. I can't. She's saying he could have went to his funeral. They wouldn't let him. I mean, he refused to go to Billy's funeral. They wouldn't let me. They tried to provoke me and make me kick off. Because they refused me. I've got 8 months left till I'm out. And they're saying I can't go because I'm an escape risk. Titan done the fucking risk assessment on me and said I'm an escape risk. My release date's 8 months away. She's sitting there like I've refused it because I didn't want to see something about voice notes. The first time I've heard of voice notes is there. I've not heard of voice notes there. Tell a lie, back in the day, I heard voice notes are being deleted. Later on, when the phone's back and Billy's got them and he's saying the phone's empty, and I'm going, how the fuck's the phone empty? Where's the chip? Because these Samsungs have got chips in and memory cards and I'm saying best cameras on them. And I know Billy was taking photos of his kids because he was in that mad. So anyway, there's nothing on the phone. So I'm going, where is everything? So I'm causing a fuss now amongst the family. I want answers. I'm in jail. I've got out. No one's telling me the situation. I'm convinced. I fucking drove him into it. Convinced. Because I'm only getting bullet points when in jail. I'm not getting everything. I'm getting bullet points. What do I mean by that? She's put a thing in Billy's chest. What? She fucking went into one and just put it in his chest. Fuck. And this is the details I'm getting back. You know, so I've got no need to lie. Well, I'm going nowhere. That shit there has just made it more relevant to what they've been doing to me for the past 8 years. This to me is the last obstacle, the last bit of adversity, the last little bit of fucking disruption on this long path of mine. And I've been waiting for it. You that watch me on a regular, I've been telling you straight, this is coming. Don't know where it's coming from, but it's fucking coming. I didn't expect it to come from here. That was the last, that's what shocked me. I've been in recovery 2 months and I'll probably relapse. Say no more. That is a 42-year-old woman or something, people. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was 16 when I first met Billy. No, you were 16 when you first started stepping on Kelly's toes. When you started being a family breaker. People that know. Billy's happily married with a boss fucking bird. Beautiful fucking son. Everything's fucking flying. Psycho appears from fucking nowhere, mate. Starts disturbing the flow. Little young, she tells you. I was a party animal. You can, yeah. And that's what she ended up with Billy. That's how got around Billy. She was 16, but sitting in boozers for adults. With adults. Not because the adults wanted it, because that's just the way she was. She weren't like the other family members. She was, for years, none of the other family members spoke to her. Why? Because she got with Billy. Her own fucking brothers and family fucked her off. Why? Because she was with a G. And I'd tethered the brothers. Before she'd even got with Billy, I'd tethered the brothers. And this is all coming back now. And what do I mean, tethered the brothers? We were burglars, tried to get in the game, they wouldn't let us in the game, so we had to wrap a few drug dealers up. Her brothers, deep in the drug game, all their fucking lives, wrapped one of them up. Took everything off him. When him and his mates started saying it, told him straight, shh, shh. Who was there, boys? Whitney and all that. Whitney, Kevin Orton, Mark Judge, all these decent kids. Let's not get the shit in a twist. They was decent kids when I was in that world. Obviously, when we got powerful and then got a little bit weakened, they came out thinking they were fucking off the Barnetts and, you know, like a power surge. But that's the way that fucking life works. No need to lie, lah. So when this kid started tagging me on social media, he got the likes of Billy Moore and other fellow Scousers to come in and target me and substantiate false claims. And so when you hear me giving him a little bit of shit, that's why. You know, who made the initial contact there? Was it English to her or was it her to English? And if it was her to him, I can understand that. But if it's him to her, well, there's an in-betweener. And because she's been... So if you understand the G's, and the G's went to war, well, I had a sort of like this big war with a family from Scotland Road. And the G's went to war with this Michael Wright and this Robert Williams and all these other individuals that exist on Scotland Road years ago. It was made because there was fatalities, okay? So, when Billy died, within months, she's with a Scotty Roader. He's a dinglehead, but he lives on Scotty. Same thing, basically, these days. Do you get what I'm saying? Now she's living on Scotty Road with the same people that she's bigging up and saying are innocent and never came back. She's living in the same vicinity of all these people. So you know in 2004 when Millie Morse came to kill me but kill little Craig, and she's trying to suggest like I set Craig up, and she's trying to suggest that the people that killed Craig are innocent. She says that, doesn't she, basically? She lives down there amongst them and has done for years. The same people have put bullets in little Ian. She lives down there amongst them all. The same men and family tried to shoot me dead in 2004, put Ian in a coma and kill little Craig. She lives amongst them all. Do you understand? That's how heavy it is, isn't it? To be honest with you, she's been bang at it for years, meaning, look at it. Do I need to say anything else? What's that a typical thing? What is it? She's not the usual type. She's one of them charged up things, just fucking bing, 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 on the laptop to it, whatever. Use girls who know what I'm on about, to it clean, do it for... I'm not criticising none of you, I'm just saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what you're dealing with there. went into recovery, had a dream about Billy saying, she's passing responsibility to me for her actions on why Billy's unalived himself. That's what she's doing. She reckons she's in all these colleges and getting qualifications for psychology and all this. She's a fucking plant pot, honest to God. You can see me starting to want to fucking tell you all, telling you, but I can't. Why? Because I'll get put quiet on here. Tried to go on my ex earlier on, but because you haven't been on the live, we only tested it. With X, it takes time to load because the audience is that massive in a particular like algorithm type of way. So it takes you 20 minutes just to get your live active. But you've only got to, you know what? My story's powerful. He hasn't got one. Well, he has. It's not nice. I was the only one willing to speak about him, and he came at me for years. Spoke about him last year on a podcast called the Hodgecast. Decent podcast. Not just for my content, for other content that's on there. The Hodge podcast, go and watch it. On his Twitter. So that content must have riled him up a little bit. Why? Because it's the... Although I've been on Terry Stone's podcast, I mentioned it a bit. On the Hodge podcast, it was more a way of me explaining exactly what it was and the dynamics, and he didn't like it. And that's basically what it's come back on the back of. At the same time, it was banned in the UK because he had complained about it. So no one could watch it on YouTube in the UK. For months, you could watch it in the USA and all this. If you had a different fucking... whatever you call them. There's loads of trolls in here, I'm sorry about that, people, but this is what happens when you get this deliberate attack upon someone. This is what you're watching, in effect. Yeah, he's had his show, but it's what comes next. What else is going to come? Because it doesn't come, that's not enough. You understand what I'm saying? That's not enough, he knows that. So he's going to come up with a load of other bullshit. He might have had people messaging me and I've said, go away, you're fucking doing the head in. Might have them come out. But it is what it is, you've seen how I am, don't take the bullshit, blocked, go away, go away, go away. What he's done tonight, people, right, in a professional mindset, is very unprofessional. I'm glad. I'm fucking made up, to be honest with you, you know. And it might sound mad that, you know, but I just feel, because I've been expecting this, so you can imagine me sitting here thinking, where's this coming from, thinking, fuck, I can feel, because I could feel it. I was expressing what I'm feeling to all you who listen. So now it's happened, I'm just buzzing. Why? Because it's backfired. You know, if you know, if it was new and truthful and coming from the mouth of a truth horse or something like this, alright, you give it a good fucking shot there. I'll address the truth with truth. That's what I always do. But not everything he's saying there about being an N-word, getting these kids lifed off. Alright, there's elements of truth. People did get lifed off, but it definitely weren't because of fucking me. I know why I got my 18 years. I know why I was on my man for 3.5 years. I know who could have got me out of prison and who fucking never, because they were shit scared. And it definitely wasn't me, people. I'm 24. I've a maid with 44-year-old millionaires in the city. Yous know what it's like. If you're from off these estates and you've had them old school cunts controlling things and you're new, you understand the damage and the risk, and that's exactly what happened with me. They tried to get me life off, failed, got themselves sunk. I don't need to explain this shit, it's all out there. There's people out there that can confirm it, but because they're in them circles that I've been fucking screaming about, who murder kids and shit, I don't give a fuck. What have you come up with? You should have come up with like fucking, why not use Molly? You know, you've went out and used this woman and she's just destroyed a whole family again. Not just the G family.
You know, she's ripped wounds. She's speaking about other women's kids here, and that other woman can't stand it. She might tolerate it. Why? Because the other woman's got a heart of fucking gold, and she'd want Billy to be fucking close to Molly, the two eldest brothers and sisters, just from different fucking women. She's been fucking bullied for years, poor Kelly, off that cunt. Not now, but years and years ago, like, oh, honest to God, mate. You know when you've got a decent working girl coming from a decent fucking upbringing, and this isn't me bullshitting, this is how it was, like. You had Billy's bird coming from a decent mum and fucking dad, decent brothers, or everything. Obviously shit happens later on when brothers go up, you might get messed up in crime, whatever. But she came from a decent fucking family, had a job, looked after her nana, went on this, done that, bam, bam, little tight unit family, bumped into Billy, everything's going fucking great. This little party animal just fucking bobbed up. Little nasty sniffer off a fucking... Started getting jealous on Billy because Billy's with this Kelly. She'd stand at the top of Kelly's street screaming at her when she's coming out with the baby in the car. I'm banging him behind your back. And she wasn't. And this isn't lying, like, she wasn't. She was just saying it to cause murder between these. Proper family breaker. I don't give a shit. The only time I seen Billy happy other than childhood, don't forget, she's right to point out, I was never around Billy. She's not right to point out Billy hated us. Billy didn't know what was happening after he blasted himself in the head. She should have looked after him. She should have made sure he didn't drink. She should have made sure he didn't go back to the devil dust. She should have made sure he was sleeping, not having epileptic fits every night because he's on his come down off drinking drugs. She mentions a little bits, but she doesn't give you the full fucking SP. I can. Why? Because I know it all. No one else is going to speak out about it. Why? Because they're the G's. I'm a bit fucking out the box. They're not like me. You won't get them on social media screaming like me. They fucking hate it. The kids don't. But the knobheads do. Why? Because they're still affiliated in that fucking bullshit life. But do you understand what I'm saying, like? It's just weird. I'm going through a madness, trying to get my life on track, and I've just got this weird fucking kid who's normally kept it behind the scenes and used scapegoats. He's just come out and went all vulnerable on himself. Didn't he? Have you watched it? Have you been? Go and watch it. Go and watch that interview he's done with that psycho lad. Go and watch it. That's what we used to call her. Psycho. Listen to this. Billy had been with her for fucking years and she was not allowed in my mother's house. You know his first bird? She could come and go when she wanted. You know his first bird would take me ma to hospital for appointments. She wouldn't. And she had cars and all this. Thinking she was a ghetto gangster. Flying around the estate, 4'd up, 5'd up, smoking all there. It's what she is, like, just a rough ass fucking horror. The way she's trying to write me off there like I'm this big danger to fucking women. It's horrendous. Look, you see the girls that she's screaming about. Every one of them. Gemma came in, but the wife she's speaking about, she's contacted me years later in a mess, asking for me help, and she got it. It's the last time I seen her. That's what I'm saying. I think Suzanne, although I've got like fond feelings There's no sort of I want her as my bareback or I'm still in love with you shout. It's just like, there was an opportunity missed with her. Unfortunately, it went fucking wrong for both of us because she went on some crazy, mad, but found herself again, I believe. Ended up with this this lad. And I think that lad reached out and went, yo, you alright, lad? We know what you like, lad, ignore that shit. So even them birds who she's trying to say I was a fucking horror to, I've reached out since I've been out of prison. And even that wife, when all the shit was going on, she even fucking got in touch with me and... So it's fucking... She's just fucked. She's the only one. She's saying I'm living in trauma and like... I chose not to be around my brothers for loads of reasons. I chose to be not around my nieces and nephews, and I told the eldest nephew, and he's not fucking daft. He'll remember exactly what I said to him. There was a dangerous aspect coming my way, and these are already getting fucking bullied and targeted, cut on the face by serious gunners in the city. I'm removing them. I'm telling people I feel like killing our Billy. Why? To cement in their mind that I am definitely not amongst these, and I haven't been since. The future's a different story. Fuck what she says. Don't give two fucks about what she says, mate. I will never speak to Ian, brother Ian, again. Why? You don't do what he done to a brother for money. You don't do it. Money can be replaced. Brothers fucking can't. He should know that. He's got a brother in the sky. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't live with that. He sat back and let these kids try and shoot me. He knew it was going down, knew it was happening. But again, that's a different story, and this is what money does to people. I got out to a lump sum that weren't in my bank, it was in someone else's. Okay? Never seen none of it. Threatened with prison. But again, that's me, that's them. People grow up, people understand. I might be a little bit scatty off what's going on, but this is horrendous this has been consistent over the years. Yeah, I might have been dealing with madness down there, but all these podcasts that I've been going through, it's all had a major effect, especially with the tagging. Every time I do a decent podcast, decent fucking thing, all these elements just come from nowhere. And I'm not screaming victim here. You know, this is the life. This is like consequences of my behaviour. 2004. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I participated in the murder of innocent man David Regan, I'm still living with them consequences now. Them consequences don't disappear. They're lifelong. What are they? Guilt. Fuck all these. You know, I deal with the guilt. These reinstigate it. Have me thinking about it again. How wrong it was. How emotional I was at the time. What the fuck was you thinking when you fucking went off like that? She's making out like I'm some fucking serious fucking... I've told you. Again, this isn't me being big-headed. I've grew up reactive. I don't instigate shit. Never have since a childhood. And that's why I'm dangerous. And that's why you all scream, Danny, 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 Danny. You ask people that know us properly and they'll tell you who the fucking dangerous one is in that family and who the one that was making the fucking money. None of them soft fucking cunts. Trust me. See? That's not me being big-headed. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know, what I'm fucking... It's just doing me head in. Vultures from my past. I never brought her into my life. She appeared. You know, the girl she mentioned, okay. Katie. Suzanne. Even that. Suzanne introduced her to her. It's just this, wow. Scatty fucking people. Yes, happy-go-lucky. But what am I meant to do? Darren's side of the story on YouTube. Darren Alive and Critical. That's it. Darren G Alive and Critical, people. Get over there, follow me. I didn't realise there was 100,000 people in here. Good on you. Choose a life, not a knife. That's what I'm all about. That's what I've been trying to push. Yeah, they all speak about crime. They all speak about the effects of knife crime. They all jump on board when you've got a child murdered and they all start screaming, this is horrendous, for a couple of months. But then they all go quiet because they're shit scared. Why? Because the serious organised crime fucking groups in the city of Liverpool and Scotland and places like this. So they'll get in, they'll kick in, they'll call about recovery, they'll talk about homelessness, they'll talk about helping people get on their feet because they've got no money. They'll talk about knife crime, they'll talk about DV, they'll talk about all this, but not one of them shithouse fucking rats will address the fucking Class A drug dealers on your streets that have been killing young men and getting a fucking way with it for years. Not one of them will talk about the individuals that was hiding Thomas Cashman in apartments and giving them cars and giving them money. I talk about that shit. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It needs to be spoke about. Why? Because all these with these platforms that are trying to shut me down, like him, look what's coming out the fucking mouth. Listen to it. This is what I'm up against. That's the criminal fraternity right there. Look at his platform. Look what he could be doing with his life. Why is he coming at me with a load of lies that everyone's heard multiple times, but he's always had other people on the platform screaming it. He mustn't have liked what he was hearing coming, because she was writing me off, but then proving that she's full of shit in the next sentence. So he must have known, no true experience. She's not giving me the fucking damage I expected here, and going, rah! So what's the difference with all the other little he's setting podcast platforms up for all? What's the difference this time? He's come out. He's screaming them untrue, malicious, slanderous, harmful allegations. Serious ones. It's always the same with them fucking criminals. You get them with the pocket fucking hurts, mate. Fuck him. Where's his fucking dough? Is it that car? Is it? Ruin it. He's got 100 grand in his bank. He said that shit about you. Go and take 50 grand of that, lad. Just like that. 6-week process. And this is what I can't understand with it. This is why I can't understand the way he's just fucking went all emotional and just went, what's going on in his personal life for making him expose himself the way he has. What's made him do that? He's normally behind the scenes having all little fucking... I tell you what, he probably had no one that was willing to do it for him. Why? Because they've tried multiple times, you know, and it's been decent kids, and they've been caught up in a little bit of mess, and when they've been used, and he's jogged on and just jogged them on the first excuse he could find, left them in the gutter a little bit, jogged on for a few years, now the shit's hitting the fan, he's going, hey, but they know. Even if, you know, if you had one of the kids that was willing to speak, but they can't because they get tagged, they get cancelled, all this shit. There's lads out there that'll confirm what I've said. He's approached them, he said, bam, 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 and if it weren't him, it was Dougie Joyce, or... I can start reeling all these names that got themselves involved in a madness years ago. Because they all got themselves involved in this madness, started clicking off my name, trying to fucking build profiles off my name. I started fighting back on my own platforms. So now I'm speaking about all these fucking helmets who are loving it. Why? Because I didn't know that's what social media fucking work, like YouTube work like. Negative, chaotic, it's all bringing the traffic for them. I'm just trying to fucking scream this. Choose a life, not a knife, Darren G. Stay away from the gangs, don't go to prison. Protect the women, protect the children. And I've been screaming that for years. And everything that come out of his mouth was attacking that message. Attacking that message. Darren G, choose a life, not a knife. Oh, I've put that in my bird's head, did I? I'm on licence and I've put a big thing in my girlfriend's head. That's targeting the message. What can he target me on? I've got a baldy head. Big fucking wow. You look at the most successful people in the world. What have you got? A baldy head. What have you fucking got, lads? If you want to get personal. I'll say no more. I don't want to get personal. I'm not lowering my standards to your fucking moral compass. You haven't got one. You're very, 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 very shallow, empty and heavy. I'm fulfilled, and if I'm not totally, I'm on my way there. And because I'm fulfilled of myself, my own story, my own experience, my own knowledge, my moral compass, not some others. That's what you're full of. You're full of my story. You're full of her story. You're full of his story, his story, his story. You're shit scared to share your real one, aren't you? So you're all hollow, empty and dead heavy. Whether you like that or not, it's just the way you are. You're dragging your feet through life. You're struggling. Doesn't matter how much fucking dough you've got. Me, on the other hand, I'm fulfilling myself with God's work, I believe. Choose a life, not a knife, is nothing to be fucked with. It's kept me alive, it's kept me going, it's kept me here, it's kept me inspiring kids to get away from rats like fucking you. And because I'm fulfilling myself in that way, I'm becoming more enlightened. Every fucking month that goes by, I'm getting lighter and lighter and lighter. And what does that mean, heavy guy? I'm floating. And it doesn't matter who down there on that path that I've managed to elevate myself off and float away from. You're never ever going to be able to drag me back down there with your bullshit lies and untruths. It's not going to happen. This is a natural process. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want people calling me this, that and the other. That's all powerful and inspiring. It's just fucking happening. You can try and destroy that as much as you fucking want. You can try and make me out to be this, that. I talk more sense than every fucking one of yous rats. And everyone can hear it. And everyone can see it. Is it all in a fucking mess, washed up. And it's there for me to fucking step into and go, look, this is one of the best podcasters in the fucking UK. And that's what you're shit scared of, you fucking helmet. You have been from the get-go. That woman, I'm sure stuff's going to come out about her down the line. There's fucking loads of victims. I'm talking about not just Billy. You know, she's been nicked and mad shit for doing stuff to boyfriends. She's talking about a madness where she's being assaulted in a flat. Trying to indicate it was me that got this fucking person done it. She tried to stitch me up and got a punter to say it was me. I was on licence, locked off in St. Helens. She didn't know. It fucked up on them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, again, I keep on saying I'm going to leave it alone, but because I'm in that space of mind now, it's hard to not address it, because, look, the enemy in this situation is English and that girl, Palin. Everyone else that's jumping on the bandwagon, they're haters. So it's pointless me trying to scream at the haters when I've got the enemy in sight. So what he tries to do now is take me sight off him. And he'll try and get someone over here to drag me over into a whole new fucking space. And it normally starts in like the BKB world, or these little dickhead fighters start calling me out. Dragging me into a fucking confrontation over here. So now I'm arguing with him. And I'm making myself look like a fucking helmet. And I'm arguing with all these fucking idiots. Why? Because they purposely come in for that reason. Taking me away from him. Now I can't focus on him. Why? Because he's gone quiet. He's not really coming at me now. He's done his damage. And these are coming at me. So I've got to address all these cunts now. Not this time. Why? Because you always hear me, don't you? You always hear me, don't you, my people? In a process, you'll know when you're on one. Why? Because you will have been there before and fell the fuck off. Make sure you don't fall off next time so your process continues. Here I am, bang on my process, which was starting to go the way it should have went 8 fucking years ago before this fucking rat and his cronies kicked in. And it's here again. Now, how did they react 2 years ago? How did they react to Stalker 2 years ago when they all came in at once alongside the police, like they have this time? Police came in, Stalker came in, he came in, all in one smash. Every 2 years this happens. 2 years ago, what did I do? Made a cunt of myself on social media. Why? Triggered. Screaming my head off about them all, what they're doing to me. What happened with that? It made me look like I'm someone that can't be trusted. You've heard the allegations about robbing GoFund pages and all this shit. The pair of them re-establishing it over the years. So I was a very distrusted person through no fault of my own, but through the narrative these individuals are spinning. Here we are again. The stalker fucking knew he'd come at me. I was a warning, something's going on, watch, bang. I fucking knew he'd come at me. And I could have went out there and I could have wrote him off. Well, I did, told truth on him. And then he's had his head injury. And then I thought, wham, bam, 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 think. He's still tagging me. But I approached that mature. I approached that because I remembered last time. Hang on, last time I fucking wrote him off and I look like I'm the one that's causing a problem. I'm the one that's this. And it's not me. I'm going to handle this the way I should have done 2 years ago. And I just moved on from it. Handled it. It could have been it was a cancellation attempt. You're seeing the allegations coming out of his mouth. You're seeing the people involved in the attempt. It was all the same people alongside English on YouTube years ago. So here we are, fucking 12 weeks later. He pops up again. What do we do? Do we do what I done last time and give him the audience that he's craving? That's all he does. When his numbers are dropping off because he's a beaut and no one's listening to him no more, he needs me. Might sound mad this to all you know, what you mean he needs you? He's got more blah 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 blah. It doesn't work like that. He's an interviewer and he needs people to generate traffic on his platform. And Darren G, this isn't being big-headed, this is just fucking facts, mate. Darren G has always pulled numbers in. Why? Because I've got two audiences. I've got an audience that love me and fucking hate me. And then I've got an audience that encourage the change and the progress I'm going through. And they're all law-abiding citizens. In the criminal world, I've got people that love and hate me. So when he speaks on me, all them people that hate on me, straight over. Most of them hate on me because of the narratives they've spun over the years, which has ended up me replying, speaking on shit. Look, I'm at fault. I'm at fault for all this. Everything you're seeing me go through, I'm at fault. No one else has started this off. I've been placed in this position because I made a choice in 2004 to go and harm someone seriously bad, and he ended up fucking dead. I'm living. What you witness me going through is the consequences of that action. Not actions of present, not actions in the moment. actions of past. Do you understand? This is what I've got to go through. You know, I can't tell you I'm forgiven. I can't tell you I've been judged to be okay with this. I'm going to be suffering. He's going to really know that I am sincere about the loss of that man's life. Do you understand? And he's working that out. So I'm dealing with karma still. Happens to us all. It's doing me fucking head in, mate. I wish I could say more, but the dynamics of the situation's bad. Why? Because I haven't been attacking no one. I've been getting attacked. And again, I hold my hand up. I made bad choices when I was fucking 23 and 24. Bad ones. What did they come on the back of? A very extreme event where someone tried to shoot me dead, put an 18-year-old kid right next to me in the floor, put my youngest brother in a coffin and got the other kid in the back. From that, within a month, another extreme event, me, revenge, retaliation, young man, emotional, paranoid, don't engage with the police, kill or kill, be killed mindset, bam. Went out, made the choice to go out, douche, done this bullshit, got nicked 2 days later, went in jail for 18 years. And here we are, me back out trying to get on with my life. The people that lost the war back then, the people that still deal drugs, the people that still commit crimes, they can't let it go. And they've been targeting me since I've got out. You've seen it. I know the new names, but these are the juniors of the elders. When you hear me screaming about their names, you're going, who the fuck are these? Why should I be speaking about these fucking helmets when it's them putting it up to it? These kids didn't have a clue about me. It's Willie Moore. It's the Dairies, it's the Lows, it's all these things. The rights, all these mad things going on. Just old school Scotty Rhodes and everything involved in this mad shit with me. It's heavy. I get blamed for fucking M's that I've not done. And I've got all them fucking groups that still flood the city with fucking swags and guns hating on me because they believe I fucking M'd one of their people. And I haven't. I was made like a fucking scapegoat. People were M'ing people and then screaming out there that it's the Jesus, why to send the feds and all the attention to us while they just waltz off for a little 12 months while we're in it. Anyway, I'm triggered here. I'm starting to go, aren't I? I'm starting to go here. And this is what the cunts want, people. This is what they want, you only have to listen to what come out of that woman's fucking mouth. Every event was a traumatic one in my life. Her blaming me for setting up Craig. Think about this. She said, basically, I set up Craig and the murderers are innocent. She's saying I destroyed lives like I destroyed Craig's family's life. Did a fuck, mate. The people she's saying innocent done that. She's saying I destroyed Mark Richardson's life. Mark Richardson got a graze on his back and left me in the bus by myself with my brother and my friend bleeding to death. He ran away, left me in the fucking lurch. I never damaged his life. I never seen him again till he ended up in jail on trial with me. And it was because of me why he got acquitted and walked away. 2 years later, like I've said on a video, 2 years later, when he's got out, he's participated with the same people, David Turner, all these woolly, all these dangerous kids with firearms. He's went and got himself involved allegedly in a conspiracy to murder, where Michael Wright from Scotland Road, where that woman now lives, got his head took off. Mark's now doing a 38 wreck. So I destroyed Mark's life, family's life, when in reality, he was free living a high life, making pure dough. Got nicked on flooding the country on importation first, then they took him on the murder and give him a 38. I didn't destroy that kid's life. I told him when he was getting out of my cell, there was 5 cold Ds on my offence, people. I was the only one that went to jail. You know, don't underestimate what these fucking cunts are saying. There's people there that'll go, hang on. He might be screaming on social media now
about drug dealers in the city of Liverpool, the kin hands and all. Yeah, you might have heard me screaming about that. But I didn't run out with a firearm, do what I know the fuck I can do, and get myself lifed off like a soft cunt, did I? I sat back for 3 or 4 years and let all these come at me with these horrendous allegations without opening my fucking mouth once. One day I had enough. Using the shadows, you're getting mentioned. Low, bam, 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 bam. You're all fucking rats. You're all destroying this city. And that's it. Here I am now. Don't care. I do care. What do I care about? The city of fucking Liverpool. The destruction on our estates. The children that are fucked off drugs. The women that are ending up like that soft cunts in the 30s, in the 40s. Totaled. Don't realise what the fuck they're doing to themselves. I'm preventing your daughters from ending up with this shit. And this isn't me doing it. This is how I've always been. This is how I am. This is how I've always screamed. This isn't a new narrative or a new initiative. What you're hearing now is consistently coming out of my mouth no matter what I'm going through. I'm still pushing choose a life, not a knife. I'm still trying to tell your kids, stay away from that, stay away from this. These are just washed up. I don't even know what the fuck they are, I don't know whether they're Freemasons. And when I've given that big speech the other day about Freemasonry, he's been sent in again. I'm sitting here now expecting Sean Atwood and other fucking suspects to come in and fucking ruin me as well, because that's what they all done. On the face of it, they're fucking enemies, but in reality, they're in a brotherhood. So there's loads of things going on with me. Don't forget, I'm fresh out of jail, like a toy out of a box spring. Landed in this circle of people that have been in this space for 10, 20 years. I've gone in there and they've just went traumatized all the way through, not realising I'm triggered. They know that. They're not daft. Sean Atwood could see I'm triggered in half of these interviews. But I'm blind to it. I'm not on the money thing. These are all offering me money. I'm going, no, don't need money for the message. No, don't need money for the message. Don't. I've not made a penny off any podcast you've seen me on. Could have. Knocked money back for 8 years. Nah, I don't make money on the back of the message, mate. You ask anyone that's willing to be fucking honest and they will have heard that. I don't make money on the back of the message. All I need off you is travelling expenses. Why? Because I can't get a job. It's not because of you're hearing, go and get a job, go and get a job. I'd be shot dead at work. You know the risks. You just got some helmet there that doesn't understand risk. Proclaiming to be this big, you're not. You're not built like us, kids. Different kettle of fish. That's why you put women in hospital, lads. That's why you persecute women. That's why you batter women on the floor who are pregnant for years. That's why you don't let women use social media. That's why you don't let them use their own money. We're built different completely. Always fucking have been, mates. Look, they've been trying to cancel me for years. And you might get one of the birds popping up now trying to like the girls. I just shouldn't really be speaking about these past girls. Why? Because I've got a fucking powerful, beautiful woman in my life. It doesn't matter if we're not together. We have got a powerful love as women and man, but we've got a mad situation where the risk is getting beyond. You don't need to understand none of that bullshit. But the point I'm making is, every one of them girls have been approached whilst they've been with me. Not that Katie girl, don't know her, or Suzanne. But Gemma was definitely approached while she's around me. Of people trying to get her to switch on me. She probably still gets it now. Even if she did come out and go, she can't. There's not one woman you'll find who have laid me hands on. I've grabbed a woman, but not just like, stop throwing them fucking things, you'll get hurt. That's me being fucking up to and honest, but I've never put them on a woman. Ever. Never. I've weighed my own brothers in for doing that to the birds. It's shit in a twist, mate. And this is my life. And who are the enemies? They're not the big gangbanger down there. It's not the big Kinnerton cartel who's going to shoot me dead. Do you understand? Look who's been trying to hurt me. And look who's done the most damage. You heard about the shooting on the 18th. Standard process with what I'm delivering, isn't it? But look at what the consistent damage attempts. Who's it coming from? Just people you wouldn't expect. People you've invited in your life. It's where the real damage happens. That woman, that kid, that lad over there. These are your real enemies, people. There's not one of them people out there who you have never met or brought in your life that you can call an enemy. Every enemy you get from now going forward, you will have invited them into your life for something. A conversation. You're being drawn into something. These are your enemies for life, you know. And I'm not bullshitting you, mate. It's weird. I haven't got no enemies. Yeah, I've got the obvious, the Willie Moores, the organised crime groups, but I've not got no enemies from my past other than my past. So in my past, all my victim pool is drug dealers and people amongst them. Might have knocked a fella out on a night out to some shatters, sure. But I mean, like all the heavy shit, it's always been towards that pool of people where I was. Never amongst them. Or yous. Ever. And here I am now. The only people that are coming at me is the same pool of people from then. You're not getting no legitimate people, good people coming at me, writing me off for what I'm saying, writing me off for what I'm doing. But you're getting loads of them in that area. And it doesn't matter if they're in podcasters, you know, they're sitting there with gangsters thinking they're fucking in Hollywood and they're on all these films and shit. It's that big dirty clique of criminality and they all think and have the same opinions. And if you're getting called a snitch and they don't know the true stories, you're the worst thing in the world. Even though half of them are snitching on everyone. I'm no fucking wrong one. Go and ask me Cody's, lad. You won't find a Cody that's gone to jail with me. And I've had loads. Truth's in the pudding, mate. Soft lad asked himself, well, how did he go through jail and was he on protection? How's he getting through jail? I'm in some of the most serious prisons. I'm landing in prisons with some of the most serious kids in my day, before my day, and in the day now. And I've got these serious kids associating with me right through my prison, training with me, eating with me. Everything. There's a reason for that. You can't, the way he's putting that out there, you can't go through an 18-year prison sentence on normal location and come out the other side without a fucking thing wrong for you. If people don't know. Honest. It doesn't matter what year it was. If you go into the system, it doesn't matter how hard you are, how big you are, how much money you've got out fucking side. If the kids in jail believe you're a fucking wrong and that's when and got some kid life's off down there, you're done. You're done.
You're not sitting on a wing with some of the most serious prisoners, not just from Liverpool, from the fucking country. You're not getting away with it. You're not training with them in little fucking rooms at the end of the wing where there's 6 of the most sick. You're in there on the pads with them if you're a fucking wrong'un. You don't get out of jail with that offence above your fucking head when you're with... Listen. It's just fucking scatty, people. It's just scatty, mate. I held my own in every prison I went to, mate. Alone. Every fucking jail I went to, never done numbers once. The only time I hit the block, under investigation. That's it. Never for a shitty phone. Never ever put one of them in me. Ever. I'm built different, lah. Fuck yous. I'd rather go without a phone every fucking night in prison instead of putting one up me fucking shitter. Oh, anyway, you can see him getting fucking triggered here. I need to get off. So, as I say, look, it comes in waves now. He set the narrative. Now his little goeies, little joeys, they all start coming in trying to substantiate the bullshit that he started to spread. It's old news. There's nothing new. Yeah, you've got this psychotic woman that doesn't know me, doesn't know me family, doesn't understand the dynamics of a close-knit within. Yeah, she's always been on the outskirts, but she's never been like Billy's first bird. She's never been like Kelly. Kelly, all her life, could come into my ma's and be hugged by every fucking one of us. Me ma would not let that across the fucking front doorstep. End of. And if she did, it took some persuasion. And then that was it, one off. Gone. She's never been in. And she's always wanted to be in. Why has she never been in? She tells you herself. If you've got a young girl, right, in school, on purpose, sitting a fish tank off when there's no teachers there, going over and not killing one fish, killing the fucking fish tank. When you've got a young girl doing that at 12, 13, there's a fucking strong indication you're dealing with something fucking scatty here. Alright? Trust me on this. Well, you don't even have to trust me. I'm not trying to make you believe nothing. It's evidence. Just go and listen to what comes out of her mouth. And I'm not knocking anyone that's in recovery, people. But if you've only been in recovery for 2 months, don't start jumping out of here thinking you've seen the fucking light. I've seen you all. Yeah, I might relapse. Oh, you are going to relapse tonight. You're on it on the weekend, you girl, aren't you? Thinking you're famous because you're being on a shit fucking podcast. You're going to get all that, you're going to get all the attention, but I'm looking at the attention already. Wow. It's not gone to fucking plan for you to. Again, people, I don't really know what to say to try and proclaim just how truthful and fucking honest I've been in the whole process. Not just these little fucking rats again. From the get-go. Everything. Right along. If you've been watching me from the first ever podcast with that weasel, if you've watched me from then, you're seeing it. I don't really need to explain. I'm not asked about your other ones. All these people that are just coming in to suggest I'm wrong or I'm this. I know who the fuck I am. And all these dirty rats aren't going to have me under duress like I'm guilty of some sort of offence. Fuck that. I'll front it. What are you saying? Front it. You're over there screaming your head off, trying to provoke me to start screaming about serious offences that's ongoing in the Scotland courtrooms now. I'm not going to start screaming at you about what's going on up there. I don't want to jeopardise the justice that this woman is seeking for offences she's allegedly you've committed. I don't want to start insinuating that you are or you aren't. It's absolutely fuck all to do with me. But what I will do, I'm going to hold back as someone that's gained 8 years experience of a lot of this type of shit. I'm going to hold back. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for you to solve your problem. Massive, massive, massive problem you've got coming down the road with what you've done to, or allegedly done. I must always state, allegedly done to this, don't even know, woman. Once you've addressed that, well then I'll address you properly. Until then, I'm just going to watch you crumble. And it's going to be fucking lovely to watch. Why? Because I've always had to get back up. You never have. This is probably going to be the first time you've ever really had to get back up and fend for yourself. Because I'm looking at your audience, kid. I'm looking at your comments. They've drastically changed from 6 years ago, haven't they? Everyone was on your narrative 6 years ago, wasn't they? But now, shit has come out. 99.9% of what I was screaming about you has been validated. Hopefully. We'll see in a few months, won't we? And as I say, that's when I'll address that shit then. Me going forward, choose a life, not a knife. Protect the children, protect the future. Yeah, we can all see what's going on with knife crime, it's horrendous. But we can also see the attitude of the youth. It's horrendous. Why? Because they're being led astray. Who are you to try and fucking talk like this? I am who I am. Don't give a fuck what you are. I'm doing what I'm doing. You've got incidents like the one in Middleton, Manchester, where you've got young lads targeting young lads for their possessions. Fathers having to take the law into their own hands because of lack of police assistance in the areas, and boom. We're getting this a lot lately. Why? Because young lads don't understand it's not a good thing to rob off the kid up the fucking road. This isn't good shit. Ignore your drill artists. It's not good for you as a 16-year-old lad to be going up the road and trying to steal that kid's bike off him. Because there's always consequences. I'm not condoning the actions of the owl fella here. You can't, as a 15-year-old kid, being mowed off a fucking bike and he's passed away and there's families and communities distraught over it. I can understand on the other angle where you've had the same kid who's now sadly being took from his family over here, where this young kid's being robbed. It's horrendous. But if we don't start educating the kids about street robberies and that way of life, taking things that's not fucking yours, is wrong and unjust and you're going to end up fucked off it, no one's screaming about it. No one's screaming about your kid, the 15-year-old kid. He hasn't robbed that so he's got a new son on. He's robbed that so he can go and sell it, get himself a rig out on a bag of fucking weed. And the main reason he's doing these type of street robberies will be for his cannabis addiction. Fact. Loads of young lads out there now committing crimes because they're addicted to cannabis. I'll move on. Sticky subject. Why? Because there's fatalities. Once there's fatalities, there's difficulties for life. Got another busy day today. Well, you haven't painted today. Why? Never painted yesterday. Why? Bit of madness with the mother. Pressure going on. Don't worry. It's tight as fuck. All them haters would love this to go fucking wrong, but we're tight. Even if we don't, you know. Still tight as fuck. Know what I'm saying?
So now, going through this madness while they're plotting and planning, I'll continue to decorate their house. I wish it was mine, but unfortunately, the situation I'm in, I can't live under the same roof as my kids and the woman in my life. Anyway, this is my new platform going forward. I'm going to establish a new one, Choose a Life Not a Knife one. This is the one I'm attaching to my YouTube channel, my podcast, like next year, which will start trying to get that established. Darren G Alive and Critical. It's a bit more street politics. Whereas Choose a Life Not a Knife, I know I keep on mentioning it on here, because they won't shut it up. Everywhere I go, people are going to know. Choose a Life Not a Knife. They do. Hundreds of thousands of people have already heard this. And guess what? With that cunt doing what the fuck he's done, hundreds of thousands of more are going to see this. So take a good fucking look. This represents the 5-phase flower bots. What is it? It's a psychological behaviour program that I have invented, designed and put together. Who for? You, 15-year-old kid that has not gone into prison yet. Why? Because this is what they do to you, lad. They'll get your neck, give you a caution, police station, court, conditional discharge, bam, jail. And then when you're in there, you'll get told you've got to do A, B, C, and then we'll consider you getting out early. And that'll be an offending behaviour program. And it'll be a course to make you think better. It'll be a course to make you think about your consequences of your actions and the ripple effect when you're creating victims in your community. I've always said, and I've asked teachers from the get-go, within education blocks, within prisons, why are you giving us these courses when it's too late? Why are you giving us courses when it's too late? We can't give them to the kids who are just getting into crime because it'll make them more efficient at committing crime. That's the excuse to use. So now, if your 15-year-old kid was getting given a 12 months discharge, oh yeah, look, it's got a restricted visibility there, people. Does me fucking head in, lad. But follow me X platform, Darren G Alive and Kicking, and if you can follow me my YouTube platform as well, Darren G Alive and Kicking. I've got an Instagram and a Facebook, Darren G Choose a Life Not a Knife, United Kingdom. But the 5-phase flower pot, you won't have to pay for it, kid. You just have to do it. When it's ready to go, be a couple of years. Why? Because it's hard to do these things by yourself, and I'm alone. I don't like being, but I've got to be. So I'm learning on my feet. But once it's designed, I'm guaranteeing it, and I will guarantee it. If you get your kid on that program, 5-phase flower pot, what's it mean? There's 5 phases to it. When he gets to phase 5, he's fucking flying. Okay? Honest, defo. You've heard me screaming about it for years now, alright? I've been thinking about it since prison. Peace out, L5, shout loud, choose a life, not a knife, L5 alive, Darren G. Genuine as fuck. I'm not here to ruin anyone's process. That's why they're invading my space with these outlandish allegations. Keep it real. See you tomorrow, lad.